Or whatever it is, wherever, wherever you are. It's an allergy warning, that's for sure. And as I suddenly get worse. All right. Now, all we got on this one was it broke. So, let's see if we can figure out what broke. Now, this could actually be in one of several processes. So I'm not sure if it's going to be main, if it's going to be up here. Okay, so that's 10. That's 2. That's a bunch. That seems good. Well, I might have to ask what the problem was there. Did I see something one time? What is it? No, that's retoggle. That works. I thought X was something. Parade formation still seems to be okay. Okay, and then it cycles back. Yeah, maybe there was a problem with cycling formations at one point. That doesn't seem to be an issue. What was I looking for? I wanted to look at the forum for some reason. In the process of getting there, I forgot why. Ah, yes, toggle preview. That seems to be okay. No. Yeah, I'm going to have to ask about that one. All right, meanwhile, we've got quite a list to work on. So shared systems. Well, okay, so I did load up my local copy. Maybe something went wrong with the mod publish.
Select starting location.
Hmm. Yes. Use a smaller number for that. Looks good to me. Parsing of boss planets. Alright, we'll leave that there for now. No. Yeah, it was GW shared systems. Okay, so things we need to check. New tag. We are caught up with the tag. There are no current changes, which means we're going to have to fix the mod info or hack the mod info. Okay, neither are enabled. This is the local one. Template builder. Boss system planets to our planet systems. We'll always have an array associated with each of its numerical properties. Its explicit property is true. Well, okay. So at least that's testable. Actually, I probably have... Yeah, I've got a couple of things sitting around. That probably aren't relevant. Alright, any particular... Galactic War start. Console. Oh, actually, yeah, just in the start scene, which prevents this button from popping up. Get random int planet radius, planet radius. So this is with a specific mod. Oh, maybe it used the planets a little bit differently for the system setup. Template builder. So there's a default planet. Oh yeah, because this is what it uses for the range things. Wait, this is a different template builder. What template builder is this? GW shared systems. Template builder.js. Planet. Oh, there we go. I was looking at that function, and then this is actually this internal function. Is randomly generated. So why are we calling this at all? Or actually, the old boss systems, were they still semi-random? Define function, return function. Template loader. Shared systems, Mac packs, generate from template. If config.template. Generate from template. CSys. Clone deep template. Our system.planets. Okay, that's not a feature in here. What was this? This was this. No. Does it have to be UI? I mean, probably this is all Galactic War stuff. But there's no, like, root thing here. GW Galaxy. Explicit planets always need a generator. This looks very similar to what we copied. Clone deep template. So this must be the overhaul spec has explicit. Template loader spec. Is template loader somewhere else? Maybe I was doing is underscore. I was just doing but I think this is case sensitive. Easy star systems. Example planet. Is explicit true from random list planet 1, planet 2. Is explicit false, biome scale range. Is false undefined. We're not set biome scale, may or may not, because it could be selected instead. Did I also miss that in here? No, I did not. Wait, that looks like it could be a shadow. UI main game Galactic War shared JS systems. Oh, we are completely replacing how we get systems. Shared JS pre-made systems. Was this something that changed since I made this? No, because they would have at least had PA and Titans if I've got Titans in here at all. Okay, that's going to be specific to me. Load sources. That's basically right off the bat from there. That's choosing your templates. There's Planet Template, which I think I may have put out to the builder. Yeah, so some of this may have got extracted to the builder. Template builder is generate from template. If config.template. Okay, so they don't have a check on theirs. Oh. CSys is clone the template. If it cloned nothing. Yeah, that's a less involved process. CSys. If not CSys, choose a system from the templates. So if it's got a template, generate from template. Choose a system from the templates. So attempt to close it, choose a system from the templates, and then this generates with them. And then, did I leave this out or is this new? I may have just changed the process. Viable planets. Stop caring about if it's unused. Just pick a random one. Of course, this is actually template loader. No. How much of this is actually back in template loader? Let's generate from template. Yeah, I don't remember how much this got rewritten. Actually, did I possibly start with the base version? So that's proof of concept. That just has a template loader in it. Now, at this point, we've probably already done something. I'm not sure what that was about. Ah, this was for actually, yeah, for loading up the shared systems. This might have been just only do that and not do other stuff. Yeah, so this didn't even have any kind of template builder at all, which means it may have been from the beginning a total replacement, not necessarily trying to. There's boss templates. Default planet. Yeah, so that got extracted at some point. Fix that planet config. That's where we extracted shared systems and template builder from the template loader. Go to the pre-made systems, user systems, loading map packs in addition to the shared system server. So this was pretty much a ground-up rewrite, where we incrementally implemented features. I'd have to go back. Is that a new thing? Find commit containing. I would expect it to... Okay, that's the commit itself, I guess. Oh, interesting. That's actually in the star systems themselves. Maybe I did pull that code out of star systems. But that's in the added text, not in the removed text. However, this is a 2015. Oh, that's Titans 2015. Yikes. Okay, so maybe that was a Titans thing. I don't remember if that comment had Titans in it, so that was post Titans. Easy star systems. I don't even know what this is doing. It seems like it's on the same thing here. Oh, it's probably wrapping around because it's the only one that mentions it. All right, this is a commit touching. So I don't know if that was in template loader. That means it would have already been there to some degree. Let's see, is that a shared thing? Okay. So, wasn't jumping to this, but... So it's there by at least Titans, and then... Judging from that comment, this is at least post-Titans. So this is just a feature that either didn't get copied or wasn't considered relevant. Maybe there were only explicit things in the stock systems? So easy star systems is only checking it, it's not defining it. You make a wood. Not planet is explicit. So right now this is like documented but never used? Or I excluded the actual data file that had this because it was a large file. Also, I'm only searching in a subset of the data here. UI main. Now, even this repository only has a subset of stuff. So this may have been a feature that was put into the code. Yeah, so this is a file I've excluded from, and for the price of sitting and waiting for a bit, we can go back to the full thing and just deal with a really slow search. So this may be an unused feature which I didn't implement because it existed nowhere in the base game. And then Kutch found it and decided to do something with it. Okay, if... Aha, so we did exclude the planets. Because I think some of these might have like explicit CSGs on them, which made it really big for our differences. So this is just shared systems planets. Galactic War, shared systems planets. So what is... Uh-oh. Wait, what? Let him leave? Ew. So the university employee. So what is it? Do they have like a dorm room or something? Or maybe there's like a medical center? Oh. Interesting. Well, I mean, you'd have to at least consult the lawyer to see if you had a case there. Okay, so he's was considering not going to work because he was concerned he's infected, and they're like, "Nope, you're gonna keep going until we have a definite result." Okay. Yeah, and you hear about, people like prohibiting masks and stuff. It kind of seems like I was kind of considering that precautions were generally accepted now, but I don't actually, I'm not actually I don't actually study diseases or anything, so I don't really know. All right, where were we? So planets, planets, planets. Yeah, there's only a couple of these. Maybe they're boss planets. Alright, so spec says. So this is PGen, if not planet from random list. Well, where does it actually check? Split shifts, okay. Yeah. If planet is explicit, then just resolve it and return that. Otherwise, here's our generator code that we worked with. So it might just be that. Where else did they check it? So that was Easy Star Systems, which included the generator template loader. Well, there's planet from random list. Oh, that's like a whole big block of stuff. We're going to come back to you. Viable planets. Is that just counting? Planets that are not explicit to pick from or something like that? Simply weren't any is explicit matching planet templates. Viable planets. Simply weren't any is explicit matching templates. So what is this in? Stop caring about if it's unused. Viable planets length that has not been used. So this is a PGen from csys.planets. If not from random list. Don't clone this. So maybe it's like the system can have one of several planets or pick planets from a set. Keyed by instance where planet list is new every time. Provided with an array of arrays, merged into a single list. From planet list.planets. Template planet 1, template planet 2, and we're back to the explicit definition. Be a random planet from either list, where is explicit is true. Planet will be from a both described template planet. Either list where is explicit is false undefined. And then biome scale will be replaced by the value provided here. So we might actually have a little bit of a straight up incompatibility here, where this deliberately chose, well, I guess the pre-made systems were the ones that could be generated, right? Or have parameters. where we explicitly discarded the galactic war systems. And then Kitch is going back and using some of those systems that we had discarded. We're not set to false, which would be true, which would just be, wait. If it's not explicit, it uses those and then sets the volume scale. Explicit planets always need a generator based on the random numbers in the system template. Or use an explicitly defined attendant. And or use a randomly selected planet as a template. Map planet over that. If it does have a random list, which is an involved process, well, the only thing we've actually got a complaint about is array versus singleton attributes. Let's see. So our error is on here. Planet index, clone deep planet template, which is just some baseline planet. And then BP baseline planet. Generator. Planet dot blah blah blah. Rah, rah, rah. So we need to know planet pretty much. Zyano. Okay, so these sound like the systems within. Oh, actually, Kupru is the old boss systems, right? Wait, so why is that even in my systems? Okay, blah, 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 blah. And okay, so we've got these, we've got these, we've got these. And then we've got an is explicit true. H1TM4. Maybe I did keep the boss systems. Right, because those actually come from. Oh, and then what Quitch might be doing is attaching systems to other non-boss commanders or changing out the system for one of them. Generator object. So the object. Is this the system? No, it's the planet because it's a single thing. Is explicit true with a generator, but this is the template builder. This isn't even templated. Are these attributes changing position anywhere? BP.generator planet. Map planets. This is planet. Planet has a generator. And we are setting this on generator. Wait. This is planet. So if it's explicit, it's not planet.radius. And those are like capital radius and stuff too. It's we would just clone that generator into this generator. Let me just clone the entire thing. Baseline code is doing a lot of other stuff. There's like random. Actually, this is all if planet from random list. Oh, and then here's planet. It is explicit. That's just for the name. Clone deep planet temp. That's a return. So it would skip this. Yeah, so it's like you shouldn't even be calling the generator if it's explicit. Wait a minute. Why is this even going through the generator? This is designed to work with things that are like just, you know, a static system. It's not going to have properties. So the config has a template. And we're getting past the entire config in that case. Xylocore Foundation, Epiphany Revenant, Bang Battle Cluster. So it has a whole bunch of planets. Alright, so what would a generation look like without this? Bloggers first. Okay, so this is only used on boss systems, it seems. So we are still including those, right? Because those are included in the AI info, so it's not getting replaced by this. So he must be doing something where there's some other commander that has their own custom system. So that's how it's getting in there. And then those things look like that. So this is a config which has a template. Template has capital planets. And let me a big search. Is it like faction? Yeah. Mouse card system template. Name, core, planets. And then we've got those attributes. These are not explicits, though. So explicits in the original stuff, which we discarded all of this. So there's systems, planets, and there's easy star system. Oh, that's checking that. Planet list, just a planet. And source brushes. So this is really just like the other things we're doing. But for some reason, it's showing up as a template, where a template is something we generate. Okay, personality, system description. Yeah, the way you put a planet into a faction is you have a system template. So we have an explicit planet showing up in a template slot. And when we have a template, we pass it to the generator. Let's say system template. Well, is the system or the planet explicit? Have I had to look at this before? I have. Uh... So where is that coming from? Ah, metal clusters. Bang battle. Okay. So where the heck are you coming from? Have I downloaded that somewhere? Where is that coming from? Oh, got it first one. So this doesn't make explicit systems. This doesn't include that system name. Params.url, really? So systems. So maybe this just gets... Oh, he's not using require. Okay. 8-bit map. Self.icon. Well, there's a URL. I probably overlooked because it was icon URL. Okay, so that's not relevant to system generation. No. This is interacting with some other existing code. Where are you coming from? Well, it's some pool somewhere. Do you reference like the classic systems, maybe? No. GW intro systems. GW easy star systems. We did. Okay. We did see some there, and I had excluded those. So this sounds more like we're not actually using this. We just need it to not cause an error. Because if we're including that, then it's not actually using this. No, it was not. You're checking it. No, so it wasn't you. Planets. So this is, it's a planet, but we're getting a system with it. No. And then a planet with it. Okay. So it's a template, but it's not a template. We've got get random int. That is template planets. It's map. So this is instantiating all of them. So it's a template, but it's not a template. If config.template generate from template. Systems loaded. Okay, so this must be generate systems without broken systems, systems.length. Duplicate it. You're at the pick system. Systems loaded. See, is this the individual system level? Or is this... That seems like that would be when everything is gone. Config that template, but this is a single planet template. But this might actually get called from outside somewhere. Okay, GW start. Load options. Use sources. So we might be overloading, kind of overloading that in place. And then this is subbing our stuff in here, even though that would actually get used. That use sources. They get used from somewhere. In UI main game. In GW Galaxy. Config.content, flag for use easier. Config.content. Config.stars. Comes wherever config comes from. Oh yeah, choose star systems content. What the heck is this? Create undefined. Oh, that kind of content. Okay. So this must be like default, and then overhaul loads in. So that is like, that was used to switch off which templates to pick when that was a thing. So we're just not even using any of these arguments. Load our previously selected choices. Systems loaded. Config.template generate from template. Is this get... I keep getting confused whether this is for the entire thing. Or like for the galaxy? Star system templates. Equals choose star system templates. But that template feels like it's a single system. Okay, so that's that generate from template. That's you generate. Pick systems after we're loaded if config.template. Okay, so generate config. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is like pick a system for blah, blah, blah. Wait, generate. Yeah, okay, so the something about this has a template. It's just players with a seed. We're mostly picking things that actually are kind of explicit. But this must be on a per star system or per star basis. I think that's what they call them in the game. At that star, the star can have a template, which either doesn't occur under normal circumstances, or maybe it only occurs for the bosses. So this particular star system is a template just for one star system. It has a template, but the template should not be generated. The template does not say explicit. So most of these are for planets. Well, these aren't necessarily the same printout. Generate template. Okay, so, oh yeah, planets 4. Template planets. So the builder has been called. We have a system template. Our system.planets equal is randomly generated true, which isn't completely true here. What is the our system.name? Oh, config.name or. So that's actually taken care of. Then we get down to an explicit planet, and you're trying to look it up as a generator. Well, if that's a template, we do have to create something. Okay, that allows you to go to war.
Galactic map online.
What is it? Are you a function? You're a function. Oh yeah, there was something about custom factions. However, that does not let you select. Well, these are free.
Scanning. Cost reductions have available.
Doesn't really matter.
Scanning. Allied commander available.
Alright, okay, I can see the pancake. I just have to jump around these to see where... well, I've already passed where... to see what these are. Sliders. Watery. Yeah, we don't actually show the planet data in here. Okay, Annihilator test. This is one of mine. So I don't know if we actually ended up using... Would I have had that? Maybe it's a mix of his stuff and my stuff. Oh, okay. So this is that special thing.
Pattern selected.
So apparently that was a kind of boss planet.
Choose start point.
I wonder if all of the planets in there were like asteroids that come in. This actually does seem like... Okay, so gas. And this doesn't really give you a good sense of the overview here. Huh, I thought you could move around here more. Okay, well, we're focused on something. Okay, so it is those three. So yeah, I guess that covers all the planets. The gas, the three, the 2 moons on each. All right, GW shared systems. I've still got some debugging stuff in there. We've got to fix that thing. So template loader is just that. Template builder still has consoles in it. Actually, that's one of those is a cleanup. No. This one is only picking stuff from mod data. I don't know if I did anything that was really could be described as generation. And I played with the generation parameters a bit here and there. I don't know if I actually did anything that was like placing CSGs or... I mean, technically I'm handling some of the stuff where it's like if you give it a range of radius and water level and stuff, then it will do that. That was more or less copied from the base game. Okay, so that's the fix. We commented out one other thing. No. We do need to make mod info changes and not check in the testing ID. Okay, so I was testing a conflict. So I do have AI overhaul on as well. This has to be the new one. So it's pretty much this part. So by default, you have a certain set of galactic war systems, which after you've played a few, they get old, and they tend to all be pretty similar to each other. This allows you to pick from subsets of, well, actually, I think that these are like the stock. I forget if these are the stock galactic war systems or just the default systems in general. Your personal custom generated systems, and then if there's the shared server or shared systems mod, and which then hooks in with map packs. So you can pick any of those, and like, these are on the server, so you have to download them. So I've got W Marshall's pack, so I could include some of those. There is a ton on here. This just kind of picks a section of 200 and then picks some out of that. We also have to hook the servers up, which it was last time I was working on this. There we go. They're just not super fast. So it'll grab a selection of those and then pick some out of it. And I think this is number of multi-planet systems within the set. So that will be the ones that will actually pick your galactic war systems out of from everything you got turned on here. So you could use your custom systems. You could get a map pack you like. You could, I don't know, possibly could make a little local map pack and then just use that for your galactic war. Now I need. Wait, what's my first one? All right, we need to not do that. This is going to be just a bug fix. Oh, I actually have to touch it in 2020. No. What is it, like 15 now? 14. $1148.23. No. Ah, yes. included in system templates. I think my mod info is off right now, so I'm making it a little confused. Galactic War AI Overhaul. Explicit included Alright, now actual release, I've got the scripts on my other computer, although I could probably arrange... I still have to fix where my file hosting stuff before I move that, I think. Not quite easy to do here. Alright, any commentary? Oh, okay. So that was not an actual report, or it was a report from a previous version. So book create should be okay. Let me make sure that's all off. Get it moved out of the way. Active client maybe. Shared systems. This is local, which is kind of off now anyway. Bulk create. Active client. Oh, maybe? I thought this was already... Oh, I switched back for testing purposes. So actually this is one... I should be able to just remove that now. Too many windows. All right, you are not an issue. You should be fixed now. What program are you opening? Oh, maybe it's Git. It's like, you should be out of there. I missed another Git window. Now let's reopen everything. Alright, alright. Shared systems, bulk create. So commentary. So our default value is wrong. And we have a report that idle was not working. Have I never worked in Instant Sandbox here? Maybe I've never worked on it. Seems to be the case. Would I clone that or just new clone it? So we wouldn't necessarily have that. We would just go into here and work on it. Alright, so we are going to have to hack the ID again. Oh, I forgot. This does not play well with Windows resizing. All right, settings. So I'm on idle. I guess I'm in spectate. I don't typically go to lobby. All right, we were talking about it possibly being a conflict of some sort. I don't know if he mentioned a particular mod.
Landing sequence activated.
Oh man, the scroll speed on this is terrible. Right, and I'm not spectator, so I don't by default
Commander detected.
see everything. Is there any kind of modifier to speed that up? No. Pff. Don't want that. Yeah. Well, that'll be one of the most common ones. Do I still have it from previous? No. All right, so we don't think it's a setting thing. Don't really care.
Choose landing site.
I mean, if I was actually playing this, I'd have to do something about the scroll speed. I wonder if that's an in-game setting. GUI size, icon display distance. Yeah, I think that's pretty restricted keyboard. Oh, zoom speed. Okay, maybe that's too much, but we definitely found the problem there. Okay. Alright, so the idle thing... I don't even know if there's any other substantial AI mods. So that leaves us with... checking if our default is set incorrectly. We have like a settings. In max step, default 1. AI economy, default 1. Shouldn't be, no. Sandbox armies. Is this the release version? That's just the dev change. So possibly there's a system reset button. What do we do with that right now? Extend. What's a different kind of instant sandbox system? Loaded system, local instant sandbox system. Settings would have to do something with that. Nav to system load. Player economy, personalities. So that's like a extra special thing. Instance sandbox system name. Local instance sandbox system. Config. Defaults.system. There's like a special handling of... Well, that's resetting it. Oh, defaults. There's a defaults module. Alright, so the defaults for the game system, instance sandbox system, which can get overridden. Load system. System with name. User systems. Oh, so we're recording the name of a system. And could it be that if that fails to load, we then use our default? Rejecting a promise. Set system using saved copy. Let's config. Do you use... Oh. Okay, so this is a hook for me to override things from here. Economy 5, 0, so that would still be fine. That is still part of the config. Return defaults. So, update all of these things. Well, those are just vars. Implement favorite color. Config, action, settings, defaults.settings. I now think I'm overwriting these. So there's a config system. This is config. And there's a defaults.system. Decode local storage instance sandbox system. Or defaults.system. Config.armies, config.armies. Where we use config, it's a different config. Defaults.config, defining config. Set sheet config. And that's function config. So you'd think that would possibly be it? Publish start game with config, which goes off publish, which is a game.publish. Which is start. Configure game. Okay, so this is like configure stuff. You are using config. Game.configure config.settings. System.load system config.system name. So that is indeed. Okay, so set system with loaded. So if you have saved it, and I need more water. Be back in a minute. Alright. Oh, actually, that's all I can take. Probably should have made more space for that.
So wait, on the debug side, like on the development side, is there coordinates for you guys?
Coordinates?
What?
Like X, Y, and Z?
Coordinates. I know of nothing like that.
Because the game has to know somehow. So
Yeah, well,
why not
I mean,
display
we've
it as well?
definitely seen debug tools in some of the dev streams.
Come on, cool in the gang. Oh, don't. Just fed it right to him. Oh, really?
This seems to be great.
I just tried shooting an arrow.
Can you do it again?
Pointing
Oh.
forward.
Are you?
Don't have an arrow. I have one. I wanted to get rid of it. There's a guy up there. I don't know why.
That was perfect gameplay right there. That was perfect. No one clipped that.
Clips anyway.
Shut up, Smash.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jay here. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Okay, why am I not getting...
And we're back. System spec not found using saved copy. So did we... Right, so that would be so that if you updated your system, it would be using that one. The config system. So if that's doing the load. So when we pick that, nav to system load. So now the question is, what happens when we come back? Okay, last seen URL, go to settings. So this would have to be something in the settings that said, hey, oh, it must be loaded system. And set, okay, so that probably is an entire system. So we fall back on our setting. Alright, so is that a separate setting or is it its own little thing? That is indeed the entire thing. This was probably a conversion patch. Ah, okay, so it's just the name that we are currently using for... So you probably need to bind into here. So class option button, click nav to system load. So, to the extent that we do instant sandbox systems blah blah blah, decode local storage or default.system. That is the only place we write to it, which is already in settings. You, however, do currently use defaults. Which makes me wonder if there's going to be a timing issue. Mismatch anonymous define. Ah, yeah, you would not have the parenthesis there. Unexpected end of input. And one annoying thing about this is that you don't get good error messages. No, this is... Yeah, define is a function. It takes a function. Mismatched anonymous define. Define, blah, 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 blah. Oh, do you need to return? I mean, you're not... Oh, you don't get executed. I would need to have a bootstrap script for you. Or maybe a little subscript. Is it just? No, it's a sandbox. Defaults. Invalid require call. Alright, probably is an array. Script error for instant sandbox defaults. Did I just typo this here? No. Is it possible that it wasn't configured yet? Because I think, like, bootstrap, yeah. So I'm going to do all this stuff. Okay, so assuming that no one clicks too fast. You could get it that way. Which, I mean, we could even load this on demand. And it was instant sandbox system is blah, blah, blah. So previously, the loop would update that because we were reloading the page. And I also have to make room for a button to trigger this. Oh, well, the wrapping isn't great there, but that's partially just because I got a small window. Well, we are getting a bind here. That was missing a bar also. Yep. Oh, you actually have to be a bound variable in that case. And if we do the reset, oh, the div act. Oh, yeah, I might need to change the markup there. And if we reload, it's still there. Right, because it's div. So what are all these things? Group.append. Subgroup title. So those are all the actual settings, which gets put into more of a streaming thing. Div class option. Do you need to be a separate option? So you're a button stand. I guess you need to be a span to not split. And then maybe the buttons have the markup for that? Oh. So that little group has a certain width. So that's just gonna look bad. Unless we do deliberately use a div here. How big can we make this? Not that big.
Select starting location.
Alright, did we do anything else here? Reset system might be too, I guess nav system loading was a little bit generic. Hello, Club Spinach. How's it going? G build? Oh, model.g build. Yeah. It's just build ID? Let me set on the scene. Oh, no, it's case sensitive. Okay. Not really. There's a little bit of PHP at the job I'm working on now. I ran some WordPress sites, but sometime I need to get around to replacing them. All the maintenance got to me. Well, my favorite thing right now has generally been Elm, and it's going to depend on what it is. I mostly used Ruby and Rails in the back end. I should probably do some explorations around the back end. What other back end options are these days? I guess that's a feature change. Oh, I forgot to change login. The other thing. I got one document, but not the other. No, I'm not. I'm not a full-time employee of anybody. And settings button to reset to built-in default system. Odd info, identifier, don't want to forget this. How detailed a review are we talking here? Also, you say you want to be a freelancer, but you are also building something for a client. If you've got a client, it sounds like you kind of are a freelancer already. Oh, that's right. We just cloned this one. Small business owner from my town. Oh yeah, I'm forgetting the technical term, but basically you're not charging for this one. All right, so got you. All right, so disable. Ah, okay. Instant sandbox, not local. All right, so hopefully that will release all of that stuff. So we've got you, we've got you, we've got you. We've got that. So this will hopefully be able to go back over here. Okay, no complaints there. That was to be shared systems. Change log. Oh, okay, I did update it. All right, so that one was okay. Okay. I mean, that's definitely a good way to kind of learn the foundational technologies. You might be able to do some of that. You know, essentially like doing more like custom themes for WordPress, depending on what you're going for. Of course, that'll end up being a lot of WordPress specific stuff and all the templating engine. So, I mean, just using the base technologies is a nice way to learn those technologies. All right, and I think that takes care of like today's to-do list. So is this like design feedback? Is this coding feedback? That's how sites look. Okay. Well, I think I'm pretty much wrapped up on this. So I've got a few minutes before I would normally go to lunch. Let's yep. Okay, I forgot to go into PA anyway. So is this a live site somewhere, or is this going to be a repo? Okay. So what do we need to look at here? Gloria Food. Ah, okay. Nice. Yeah, I probably need to look into things like Netlify sometime. See how it works out in practice cost-wise and stuff. Oh, I guess that's be web development, huh? So what do I need to look at here? CRD. Okay, order online, book table. Home menu about contact. 24/24. 24 days a month? You might need something to explain what that means. And okay, so that's dummy text. I'm not sure why there's a calendar icon here. Are these placeholders for eventual further links? Okay, so okay, yes, now we're seeing placeholder text. Okay. So that will get swapped in for other things. Breakfast, breakfast, breakfast. Menu highlights. Yeah, I'm not sure if clients is the term normally used for restaurants. Maybe catering. That might also be temporary text. Address goes here. Yeah. Okay. So right now you've got the menu here and on here. Okay. Is this going to be like menu highlights or specials? Because I would either expect this to be a jump scroll menu highlights. Okay, and then the full menu is here. Okay. Yeah, hopefully there will be the text that properly indicates that this is not the entire menu. Oh yeah, full menu. Okay, so it's down here. I think I saw this the first scan through and I forgot about it. I almost want to say you should have maybe a smaller version, but something up here to help point out that that's not the full menu if this is currently at the bottom of the screen. Okay, not yet defined, not yet defined. Order online, not yet functional, not yet functional. I don't do a whole lot of, I don't use restaurant sites a lot. That seems pretty solid. We've got our orders. There's nothing, I mean, I guess if you do order online, there would be a menu there somewhere. One thing I'm thinking of is you might want, for a mobile presentation, an easy way to like jump to menu. I guess it's not too far down. We just got these things and then specials and then full menu. Oh, this one works. Okay. I assume that okay, and temporary menu. I assumed that they were the same thing. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I was going to a restaurant, things I would want is what's the menu? I would want to know, where it is, or how to contact them. I mean, order online if you want to do that. And contact would also have that kind of information. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Stuff's pretty accessible. Google Maps, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, once you've got the address, maybe linking it or having it as a section somewhere. And I know there's the use case practice. So, and some people like to get into like defining, a personality of a certain person. There's this age and, single or married or whatever. I've never gotten into that, but, thinking through why is someone going to go to this website? And I listed a couple that I could think of. Menu, where's it at? Order. Probably if somebody mentioned it and you want to know more, you're gonna have an about, and then you've got, you'll have this kind of stuff to help explain what you're about. We've got specials that'll talk about some of your food. And got gallery will help cover what kind of stuff they serve. So that should be covered pretty well. Yeah, but the design side is not my expertise. Uh, Someone who's done more straight up like site design for other restaurants might have some more pointed feedback. Oh, well, yeah, that's the other way of looking at it. Yeah. You're a client. Hmm. Once again, I don't, I don't use restaurant sites a whole lot. Someone who actually has a restaurant, probably has their particular. Well, it's gonna vary. Some people will have very particular ideas about what they want. Some people will just be like, here I need a website. So it's a little hard to get into that mindset. So I guess from the perspective of somebody who has a restaurant and they want a site, and we got nice pictures, we're relatively clean. We've got our like calls to action right on the front page. That's stuff that they'd probably want to have out there. But yeah, I've never done anything, running a restaurant or retail location. So I'm even farther out of that mindset. Yeah, real applications is good. And I guess if you're looking at portfolio, you might want to be looking at either, restaurants with very different visual styles, or different kinds of businesses. Because this site has one look that this site might be kind of going for. Every place is going to have its own branding, imagery. Uh, and they may already have a lot of that established. But I mean, if you are looking at working with less technical people, they might not understand how easily malleable that is. Everybody uses the web. They can probably see that there's other sites out there that do similar things. But some variety of styles would be good. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. You might not get the most critical feedback then. Ah. Okay. Ah. Okay. Yeah. I'm not heavily in the design side of things. So I've probably told you about all I can on that front. I mean, other than, mobile's a big thing, but this seems like a relatively mobile-friendly site, so I think you know that. And I didn't actually go into, like, the mobile view of the browser, but this is usually pretty good stand-in. This is just, I was looking at something else here. Yeah, so that's pretty much the same. Yeah, I've got a couple breakpoints in there. I don't know if that's a normal use case or a popular phone right now. Ah, okay, so sticky menu. So probably not the normal usage of it, but that does look a little off here. Well, I mean, I think you pretty much said that you're using placeholder text and stuff, so it's not even done yet. But it's looking pretty good so far. Yeah. So, minor thing here. Looks like when this goes up a bit, it gets a background. Yes, I don't know how many people actually do this. I know I'll do it on like sites that aren't as mobile friendly to get the text a little bigger. Okay, that's right about where that flips over. Oh wait, you're not in, okay, so it loses that setting when we change displays. That doesn't look as off as the other one. I mean, the colors there are not great in the white on white. Yeah, so this is actually just not a good profile. You might just decide not to worry about this case. If they choose this, they get what they deserve. But when you got this thin profile and then got the big menu bar here. Yeah, this might be a case for a hamburger menu type thing. Just because you've got this thin profile and you got this big menu, which is, would be good if you want to jump somewhere, but it does take up a lot of space in this format. Yeah, so I think that's all I got. See, I mean, it seems like a pretty good base. I don't look at a lot of restaurant websites. I don't design a lot of restaurant websites. So I don't have a whole lot to compare against. But I thought through what like my use cases would be, and they're pretty much there. And it looks pretty nice. And I've certainly seen quite a few like not great restaurant sites of the few that I have seen, so this is already better than a lot of them. Yeah. And I think that is about lunchtime for me. Let's see. Right now, we're doing PA stuff. And we're talking site design stuff. Thanks for watching. Thanks for support from the subs. And where's my list of people? We got any other? Got some game dev. This is the one I'm usually on. Ah, yep. Okay. Aaron is on. So, I think I might have mentioned Elm earlier. Aaron is one of the pretty experienced people. He's fairly deep into some of the major open source projects over in the Elm ecosystem and stuff. It looks like he might be kind of talking about some side topics right now, like career talk and stuff. And then he'll be doing some open source later. But if you're looking for someplace cool to hang out, AV4H is someplace cool to hang out. Thanks for hanging out with me. Goodbye, and until next time.